So this is a session on systems thinking 101. So as you know, it's basically, I've been running this systemic group for a while. So we've had a number of these sessions before, but this is more of a refresher session just to bring everyone up to speed. Just a few words about myself. A lot of you know me, but for those who don't know me, so I'm the founder and CEO of a organization called Unplex Me. So it's a small startup at the moment. I shouldn't say organization. So I've been an executive coach for large organizations, typically enterprises, for about a decade and a half. I've coached mostly towards org transformations, and I've applied systems thinking, systemic innovations in these transformations. And, I'm kind of inspired, therefore, by seeing the results that I saw in my work, I've kind of taken it as a mission to teach others about it. And my company is also about that. So these sessions are basically coming out of the knowledge base that I've acquired over the years of applying it in real life. I'm also a community builder, and I used to play an ecosystems architect role in some organizations. So within the organization, I built communities, which then catalyze change and transformation. So I used to do those kind of stuff, and I do that now outside organizations as well. So that's briefly about me. So let's get into what is systems thinking. So these sessions, I try to learn from you guys a lot as well. So it's not like a broadcast session, just me talking. So it would be great if you guys can speak up as well. I know that everyone is probably not hands-on in front of a laptop, so I'm not forcing that on you. So you can yell out, and it's also a way to break ice, so you can actually introduce yourself, say where you're from, and give a brief view of what you think is systems thinking, right? And then we'll go into the session a bit. We wouldn't spend too much time on this, because we have to budget time. We have a few things to cover. So very quickly, so I wouldn't say everyone will have we wouldn't be able to go around to everyone. So maybe one or two people would like to venture and, say what they think about systems thinking. That'll be great. Anyone? What is systems thinking? Or, yeah, sure.
I am out walking and exercising, so I don't know if you can see me or not. My background, I'm Deborah. I live in Southern California. I was part of the synthesizers cohort, and my background's human factors engineering. And so the way I look at it is a system can be something that's functionally operational, that you look at interactions, or it can also be, a system that any human interacts with. And that's really where my specialty is. And so when I'm looking at organizations, it can be how functional systems work within an organization. So how teams are operating and trying to sort of make those operations as smooth as possible, and using design thinking also to interact with systems, or to change up systems is really where I fall.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Deborah. I've managed to take some notes, so if you are able to see the screen, you can verify I've kind of captured the gist of it. Thank you. Thanks again for that. We can probably have one more person talk about it. Anyone else has a view on what systems thinking is?
I would add, echo what Deborah said, and then my background as an agile coach, when we're looking at systems, and I really like the fact that you mentioned how the system interacts, because when we're doing agile coaching, right, it could be the team, it could be the organization, it could be a specific product, right? We look at all of it, not just different parts of it. So you want to look at the overall organization, and then try to work from all the different levels down, or from bottom, like you were saying, top down or bottom up, and then kind of encompass all of it as a system, and not just focus on one piece that may be hurting, but what else is happening around it that is being impacted.
Yeah, that's a great view, actually. Yeah, to look at it holistically and look at it through different lenses and dimensions. Amazing. Thanks for sharing that, Isabella. And so where are you joining from again?
So I am in the pace setters cohort, and I currently work for Salesforce, and I am on the East Coast. I'm in Virginia.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. Cheers. Okay, thanks for sharing, both Deborah and Isabella. So we will, with that perspective, that's very rich, like from a organizational transformation perspective, which is kind of my home ground as well. It's very important for us to look at systems from various dimensions, various perspectives, and zoom in and look at the details, and zoom out and look at, the holistic view and the interactions in order to solve certain kinds of problems that exist in the system. And that's where systems thinking shines. And absolutely, you both are spot on with that.